What's up, Metal-Maniacs? This is Jerome from Contrition, and you are watching Metal-O-Mania with Skully and the Crypt.
This is Mindy, the vocalist for Dying Oath, and you are listening to Metal-O-Mania.
It's hump day. Are you ready for your weekly dose of demon jizz?
Hey, what's up, gang? It's Phil from Tempest, thrash metal from Germany, and you're listening to the best of what the underground has to offer. Metal-O-Mania with the Crypt and Skully. Much love and much metal.
Come on, fire. Hey, Roger. Keep shoot. Keep shoot. What's master 2-6?
What are you doing? I will kill you with murder.
And a little collateral damage from our brothers in Tempest to open up episode 262 of Metal-O-Mania. Welcome to the show, ladies, gentlemen, and welcome back, Skully. How are you?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
Look who I dragged in, you guys.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. It's been a long time since I have been in the studio. Actually, we got in here and I was like, wow,
It was getting dusty in here.
Yeah, we got some rearranging to do.
Right, that's very true. Well, I'm glad you are back. I know our Metal-O-Maniacs hit us up on the board all the time. Like, where the fuck has Skully been? Well, here she is. We got her back. She's just been busy.
It's been busy season at work. So,
well, and you know, we've had killer guests. We've had some amazing guests in your absence. We were able to get Vera Lee from Vera Lee Music on.
Amazing.
Fuck yeah, her and I did 2 shows.
Yeah, I watched both of those. I'm been in the background, but I've been watching and stuff.
Yeah. She supports the show when she's not on.
Very, very interesting.
camera.
Yeah, I love the insight as well.
Vera was a kick-ass guest, actually. We broke down serial killers. Her and I did 2 weeks of the top 15 serial killers in the world. Please get into the archives if you missed it.
Very, very interesting.
After that, John Verno, the Verno-matic from Metal Mayhem ROC, joined us for a week. We talked, and we got him and I got very nostalgic. We got into the roots of metal and the roots of rock. Had a really
in
good
other
time.
words, you guys are both old.
Yeah, we did some of that.
You guys are both old guys.
We put in some old man radio there together, but it was fun, and I hope you check it out because we had a good time.
Funny. Yeah.
And then, of course, last week, my brother Jonathan Hassler from Both Into Existence and Brother Gates came in. We did our Remembrance of Trevor episode, if you will, and kind of broke down some life and death and things of that nature. Couldn't have had a better guest for that, honestly. Super proud of that episode.
I think you did a great job with that episode, actually. It was when you brought up the idea, I was like, I hate it.
Oh, yeah, right. I was nervous.
I don't think I want you to do that because you know it could be taken so
especially in today's climate
differently, by everybody depending on their own personal situation. But no, you did great. I thought that was amazing. I think it was very entertaining.
Oh,
of course, like for a topic like that, you had to kind of keep it light. You had to, know, but it also, just the little clips in there of like the phone number to help those, remind people that there is help out there and things like that you did. I thought were good. And obviously you guys are both funny,
we
so
had
you
fun.
kept it,
we did,
you kept it fun and good. And
it's all about the guest,
serious
honestly.
at the same time where it needed to be, you know? So I thought you did really good. So I hope if you guys haven't watched it and you wonder what the hell I'm talking about,
please do check it out.
Go check it out.
I worked my butt off on that one. Well, it's funny too because I kind of leaned into that episode. I was like, well, you know what? I'm just gonna have Jonathan come on. We'll talk some lighthearted things, and was the original plan. Jonathan's my brother. The plan was to talk to Jonathan before the Trevor thing happened. We weren't going to talk about any of that.
Right.
But when it did happen, we felt like we had to cover it, and then we felt like we had to cover it with kind of that fine line between
some finesse.
Yeah, you do. You really kind of handle that topic with a little bit of finesse. So we tried our best, and I hope everybody agrees that we did our best with it.
That's it? That's the best you got?
We had a great time, as weird as it is to say about a topic so dark, but I felt the community of it all, and that there's healing in there. So that was cool.
Yep.
Very cool. Very cool, very cool. Well,
hopefully,
before we get
the YouTube, algorithms and stuff, understand that it's,
I know. I'm wondering,
it's not encouraging. It's not, it's supportive in nature, and
it's,
sends a really good message. I feel like so. Hopefully,
I hope so.
I hope
our message was that you're not alone.
Yeah.
So. But I don't want to overlook that we opened the show with Tempest. That is our buddies, man, Phil and the gang out of Germany. We talked to those guys. So we talked to those guys in 2018.
Whoa! If you had told me to guess, I would have said within the last 18 months.
I know. Well, that's how time works. Yeah. The fact that we're this deep into 2022 already is fucking mind blowing. I can't believe it. I can't believe we're into June. I can't believe we're into June. In fact, as people are watching this right now, they may not realize we're actually in Niagara Falls. We're in Niagara Falls where you're watching the show.
We're all watching together.
That was 2018 when their album "When Hate Has Dominion" came out.
Okay, right. I remember.
And that song tonight we opened with was the title track, "Collateral Damage," from their upcoming
goddamn years ago.
Sophomore. Okay. Yeah, man. Crazy how time flies and does us like that. Time flies and does us dirty. And you and I are getting ready to go to Niagara here in a couple of days. Where you're watching, we're there, but where we're at, we're about to be. We're doing the time slip thing on you guys.
It's a secret, though. Shh.
Time travel shit just fries your brain like an egg.
But before, I do want to talk
You're
a
not
little bit
supposed
about
to
Niagara.
show behind the curtains like that, right?
I'm the fourth wall guy, man. I'm forever
Yeah,
doing that shit. Like, look what we're doing back here. Look how we made this
You
happen.
don't understand how this works.
Yeah, right.
You know, this is not a green wall behind us. We're actually here. You know,
We're really in. Yeah, we're not in. But you do have Niagara Falls behind us. You may notice. But that's good shit. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun, and we'll tell you more about that when we get back. So the next show, we'll talk more about Niagara Falls specifically, even. But we'll get into that a little bit. I wanted to talk a little before moving deeper into the show. And don't forget, we do have our brother Tim TYMO, by the way, is coming by tonight from the band TYMO. Super excited about that. The Art of a Maniac is a release that is so badass for you thrashers out there. It's truly must own. You're going to want to get it and support these guys. Looking forward to talking to Tim later in the show. So, but before we get to all that, I got to bring this thing up, man. I got to touch on it. It's, you know, the world is collectively not ready for it, but it's happening anyway.
what's that? What are you talking about?
This monkeypox thing. I got to touch on the monkey.
You know, I have been unplugged so far because I have, you know, been so busy the last couple of weeks. I've really stayed away from any news or social media. I don't, obviously I've heard people talking about it in the office and making jokes and stuff. And,
it's funny that the world collectively seems to have been just, we're exhausted now with everything. So we're kind of like, whatever. I just can't,
Right,
dude. You know,
just
fuck you and your monkeypox. Whatever, dude. Like, I don't want to hear what I got to do. Just fucking let it kill me if it, you know, I'm
right?
done.
Well, from what I've heard, if I get it, please kill me.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like I don't want, you know, I'll kill myself.
Scabs that heal over and re-scab and heal over and re-scab and heal over. Ugh,
that sounds disgusting.
That does
yeah,
not sound
like
fun.
pox.
That does not. Well, here's the thing. Now, I want to preface this a little. The theory that the WHO, the World Health Organization, is currently investigating for this outbreak of monkeypox, is that someone fucked a monkey man.
Oh, a monkey
Come on,
man.
Come on, man. You know, that was the rumor that AIDS came from that. That was the whole, like, remember back in the day, people used to say AIDS came from, you know, I went and looked on Snopes just earlier today about did AIDS, you know, and they were like, dude, you'd be surprised how often this question comes up, basically. But they don't think so. And they made an argument that I think is interesting.
What's that?
Picture trying to fuck a monkey. Just like, forget it on paper, you fuck a monkey, you don't think about it. But no, picture yourself in a room with a monkey. It seems very difficult. I mean, just,
they are
you know,
vicious motherfuckers.
Right. There's
really,
some
you
nasty, dude. If that monkey don't want to get
pulled
fucked,
your
I don't know how you're
dick
going to
out
fuck it.
You know?
Yeah, right. Seriously.
I mean, then you get into like really fucked up stuff. Like, was it asleep? Was it
Oh,
fucking
man.
like on drugs?
You're a dirty
like,
bastard.
You know, like I don't know. Like
You're a dirty bastard if you
way
fucked
more
a
than
monkey.
I want to think about.
But if you fucked a sleeping monkey, god damn it, man.
Is that? I mean, is that really like?
Yes, the World Health Organization is currently looking into the possibility that this outbreak of monkeypox came from someone fucking a monkey.
So
the AIDS thing doesn't seem to be so.
You know,
like
we
if
have
you
to
look
put
into that,
signs
that doesn't.
everywhere to tell people to like watch out and you know don't fucking fall in this hole and don't you know fuck monkeys.
Right.
You know don't fuck monkeys.
Right. Don't
guys.
fuck monkeys.
Like,
how do we really have to? Apparently we do.
Maybe we should have made a sign.
And dude, the world was so not ready for you to fuck a monkey, whoever you were. We weren't. We didn't need this right now. We had a full plate.
Oh my god!
Before you fuck that monkey,
as you know, society pinpoint who the fuck did this so we can
outcast dude. We talk about this cancel culture
be dead
shit
already, right? I mean, if
probably
was the first one to
right.
get
If
the
you're
monkeypox.
patient zero, I guess.
Yeah, probably gone.
Damn it.
Well, good. Fuck you.
Damn it. Yeah, right on, man. We talk about this cancel culture all the time. That dude, I'm not usually supportive of canceling somebody, but that dude needs to be canceled for sure. You fucked a monkey. You fucked a monkey. You know.
Wow. That's I don't even know how to respond to that.
It's making my brain hurt. You know what I mean?
It's pretty fucked up. Well, you remember, and we won't throw his name out there because I absolutely do not have his permission to tell this story with his name attached to it. But you and I know a guy that will tell you to your face that him and his buddies grew up near farms. They would go to the fence and pull their dicks out and let like the goats and cows and shit suck their dicks.
Baby sheep.
That's what you're right. You're absolutely. I'm sorry.
Baby sheep.
You are. See, there you go. That's how you know.
I remember very well because I was fucking scarred by the conversation.
Yeah, me too.
I was
like, dude,
what in the fuck?
The part that freaks me out about the conversation most when I think about it is his flat.
How nonchalant he was.
We were wrong. To him, our stance that he shouldn't have done that, we were so wrong. And dude, I'll bet he still doesn't get it. He was like, dude, what's the problem? We weren't hurting nobody. I'm like, dude, okay, man, if I got to tell you what the problem is, like, get me a graph and some Crayolas at least to start. You know, what the fuck? Holy shit,
I don't
Stacks.
even, yeah.
And now look, leads to shit like that motherfucker probably calls this monkeypox.
It was you bastard.
you know, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna check out this.
Lamb pox.
Fucking
there a lamb
goat
pox
pox
going around?
God damn it. God
I don't know. Fuck, man.
That's crazy.
I always go back to just we're overpopulated. Let's, you know, narrow down the population by a couple million, and maybe, you know, we'll be left with hopefully the
now
same
you sound like
ones.
that theory though, where Bill Gates
know?
is like putting the shit in the chip and the fucking vaccine to get rid of millions of people, but you're supportive of that, is what you're saying. Let's do it.
I mean, I'm not saying give Bill Gates the power.
What if
himself
you and
to,
I
like,
are amongst the
one
millions
person?
that they're like, yeah, fuck these two?
Hope it goes quickly.
Yeah, make it painless.
Make it quick.
I'm all right with it.
I mean, do you and I have the power to stop it?
No. Yeah.
If that's what's
Right,
happening,
right.
and that's like what's happening.
Oh, we're already headed into something more fucked up anyway.
Why,
So yeah,
you
why
know,
not?
fret about it.
You're right.
Yeah, maybe she's got a point.
You're absolutely right. I can't disagree with you. I do want to get to some songs, and we got TYMO coming in, so we don't want to go too overboard. But I do want to recommend to everybody real quickly, if I can, to watch the George Carlin documentary. If you're fans of the show, you know that we had our friends come in recently. We did our countdown of the greatest comedians of all time. We won't tell you where Carlin was on our list. You'll have to watch and see. But he did, of course, make that list.
Of course, on the list, right?
Very high, very high. I'll tell you that. We had a great time doing our comedy countdown of stand-up comedians, and then I saw the George Carlin documentary last night, and I thought it was fantastic. Absolutely good. Mm-hmm. Really, really good. And you forget, you know, it's funny, even I'm older cat, and I remember that. I remember some of the early goofier stuff. You know, he is a guy that reinvented himself time after time after time again. Oh, you know, from being, people don't know, in the black and white days of like his early part of his career, he was very establishment. He was very wear a tie, very buttoned down.
Oh.
He was very against, not necessarily against the counterculture, but he was played to the upper stiff middle class. You
That's
know?
interesting. I don't think I've ever seen any of that.
Oh, you got, well, I'm going to make you watch the documentary.
Okay.
Well, I'm not going to make you, but we'll watch the documentary. It'll be fun.
Watch it.
But, you know, he transitioned into being counterculture at the expense of money at the time. Like, he went some opportunities that would have put a lot of money in his pocket to be like, no, I got to finally tell my real voice. And then for a while became very, very goofy, like very kind of, bop, 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 you know, making goofy sounds and the whole 7 words you can't say on TV stuff and all that.
And all I could think of was shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits.
And boy, late in his career, at the end, he was just fucking angry. And in my opinion, those were some of his best. That was some of the best stuff he ever did.
That's,
that was just,
you know, when you start seeing it for what it is. And,
yeah,
you know,
we
he
quote
was,
that shit all the time.
Yeah, very smart. So he, you know, picked up on a lot of, you know.
He was a wordsmith. So, yeah, I definitely encourage you to check that out. And Skully will check it out.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
All right, well, let's.
Although I think there's some crying at the end.
Yeah, it's a little rough at the
like,
end. I'm not going to lie, dude.
That's,
you know,
I'm probably going to stray away from that for a little while.
Watch it. Watch an hour and a half of it, and then, you know.
That's funny.
Walk away. So, yeah, it was a little rough at the end, but, you know, it was great. Very well done. Jude Apatow did it, by the way, who behind Knocked Up and Superbad and all those movies. So, yeah, very well done. Very well done. Okay. On that note, let's play some more music.
Yeah.
And we'll bring in our buddy Tim. We're going to play 2 bands.
You getting rid of me already?
No. We got more. We got more. Don't go anywhere,
all
X-Fact.
right.
Yeah. I gotta talk to you some more. We got. I like your shirt, by the way.
Yeah, it is awesome, isn't it?
Inoculation. We just saw
anything
them.
that's down the sleeves is cool to me.
Fuck yeah.
And look, it's got all the dates for the tour. And look, we were here for this one.
We were that one. We were there for that one.
We went there. We were in Frederick.
I got my cognitive hat at that same show, as a matter of fact. Yeah. So yeah, cool.
The one you're wearing?
Yeah.
Oh,
I got my Malignant Altar shirt on that I just got out of my Metalhead box. So please do check out that. Well, you know what? We'll talk about the Metalhead box a little bit. I do want to bring that up. So we'll talk about that in the next segment when you come back to us. Okay. So let's go ahead and play 2 bands that we've talked to actually on the show. We'll start this off with Cruel Bomb, who we just saw recently also.
Nice. Okay.
Our buddy Brandon and the boys. Love those guys, man. Cruel Bomb has a new release called Man Made. It is fucking kick-ass. I love these dudes. They've made a video for Dogs of War. So they sent it over to us to share with you guys, and I'm very excited to do so. Right behind that is our buddy Lorenz, man. Lorenz, who we've talked to. Lorenz has been on the show 3 or 4 times now. We talked to him about his Wolfpack band. We've talked to him about Trader. And we've talked to him about his participation in Reset, who we're about to play now. We're going to play a brand new track from them cats. And then right behind that, TYMO, man. TYMO's coming in. We're going to talk to him about their new release, The Art of a Maniac. Play a jam from it. And after all that, come back and I'm going to talk some more shit with Skully, including some goofy shit that she's trying to sell you on hiccups, man. I want to get your feedback.
I am the expert, so.
She's the hiccup expert. Let's think of your remedies and share them with us in the second half of the show, ladies and gentlemen. So There we go. Let's play some jams. Want to?
Yep, let's do it.
262 is off and running. In that ass.
And now, the one you've all been waiting for.
This is Brandon James from Cruel Bomb, and you're listening to Metal-O-Mania.
Mission? We're going to war.
Purity in my soul.
Linus Lawrence, new bass player from Reset. I'm hanging out with the Crypt and Skully. Stay tuned, stay metal, and stay sane, motherfuckers.
There's a snail in the desert.
Yeah, a spaceship dropped him off. Don't focus on the wrong part of the story, brother.
And the snail can talk?
Yeah, because they gave him powers to aliens.
My name is Fuck Long, and today we're talking about the self-defense. Some people out there want to take all your money, kick your duck, do the booty infiltrate. Some people say you pee your pants, do the throw up, and you make them not horny anymore, and they go away. But I don't want the foot long inside the foot long. Some people use the pepper spray, but not the 100% reliability. At the Firepower United, we had a new self-defense tool for you to carry every single day. Legal all 50 states, legal all country. When you do the blowing, everybody around you know you about to get the contact rear, and they come to help you make the bad guy very scared. I show you how we do. Let go my egg roll! And that's how you stop the booty infiltrate.
And now for something completely different.
All right, Metal-O-Maniacs, welcome back into the studio where I'm joined by my new brother from up north, man, and honestly, one of my favorite releases out right now. How are you, sir? Thank you for joining me.
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
So much better now, man. So much better. You're making my night, man. You're making my night.
Me too.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well, my brother out of Canada, dude, I'm jamming you guys' album all day. And for those Metal-O-Maniacs out there who do not already know, introduce yourself to them, sir.
I am Tim TYMO from TYMO. I sing and play guitar in TYMO. We didn't know what else to call the band. I started the band as a solo project. I thought it would have burned out eventually, and then the other guys joined and turned into a full-on thrash metal band, and we were already known in the scene, so I just look like an egotistical dickhead.
Fuck no, man. I love it. Well, dude, you know, it's good that it's different. You know, it's hard to find a fucking name. Dude, let me tell you, nowadays I talk to a band and I go on to like in Metal Encyclopedia and it's like, all right, well, which one is it of the 30 with that name? So that's, you know, there's something to be said for that.
We tried to come up with another name and it was either taken or it just was really stupid.
Well,
we came up with the name. It was kind of more of a joke. Since we're Canadian, we wanted to call the band Alien, but it was spelled like A. Canadian, like A.
Alien.
That was a desperate attempt, and by the end, I was like, no, this is not happening.
I like it. You know, I was once in a band that played like funk infused death metal. We called ourselves Creamy Discharge. You're welcome to it. But no, anyway, moving on. But well, brother, I am a big fan of The Art of a Maniac, which is just pure thrash badassery, man. It is out now for all of you Metal-O-Maniacs paying attention at home. But let's start from the beginning. Tell me about the formation of this band. You told me you started as a singular project that you were working on. How did it grow on and add components to that?
I was playing in a progressive rock band near the end of 2014-ish, and we disbanded, and I was devastated. I didn't have a musical outlet anymore, so I desperately started writing songs by myself, and I didn't know what else to call it, so I just called it TYMO. And I recorded a little album. I'm not proud of it.
None of us are ever proud of our first outing, man. Just ask the first girl I was with. Anyway, go ahead.
Vocals were atrocious. And then the other guys joined throughout 2015. And then we started writing our own material. And that material turned into I consider this our first album, Purge and Reset.
Purge and Reset, yes, sir.
Yeah, from there we just continued playing shows and evolving our sound, and eventually we ended up with The Art of a Maniac. It just keeps getting faster and more aggressive. We're probably going to continue that trend into the next album.
Well, fast and aggressive is fun. You know what I mean? It's fun and it's energetic, and in a time where the world is almost feels like sometimes it's coming to a crawl, it's nice to have that interjection of fast, don't you think?
Yes, absolutely. Especially with the frustration in the world right now.
So true, brother.
It's a good reflection of all of that.
I see you guys being hailed as being a part of the movement now often referred to as the new wave of old school thrash metal. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm totally down with that. That actually makes me and the other guys very, very happy. That's something, but just to be known that you're part of a movement, like, it's an honor. It's an honor. Long story short, it's an honor.
Well, as an old school metalhead, I'm an old school thrash guy. You know, I was around for that whole first run of the Bay Area bullshit. So for me, as an old school thrash metal fan, it's very bad. I love that whole movement. I love everything that's happening. I love that there's such a reemergence of it. I really and truly, when I meet a metalhead that tells me that there's been no good metal made since the 80s, I want to punch him in the fucking face, because
there's so much.
It's so wrong, right? And this movement makes my argument for me, you know, like.
Oh, like, if you dig a little, you can find the most amazing bands I've ever heard.
Fucking true. Out there doing it right fucking now. Brand new shit. Yeah, man. Totally true.
For example, like Nick Schwartz, our guitarist, he introduced me to Lich King, and I never heard of them before we started this band, and holy crap, I'm hooked.
We just saw them live. I just saw them live about 2 weeks ago. So yeah, good shit.
Yeah, they're coming up to Canada, I think, later in June. So definitely gonna catch that show.
Fuck yeah. Friends of the show. We've had them on. So if you see them, tell them Metal-O-Mania said hi. Fucking Zach and Mike and all those guys.
I'm just hoping they, if we meet them, they take it easy on us.
They're wonderful, wonderful human beings, man. You'll love those guys. They're great guys.
On social media, and I just love their, their humor on there. Like, they're just brutally honest.
Black metal sucks. But tell me about when you guys got into the studio and started making these songs. Could you tell right away that, man, we got something going on here?
It felt like everything flowed. Like, we definitely hit those roadblocks of like, it's got to be technical, and you start to write it. It's a cool part. It's hard to play, but does it flow, right? Like, as a listener, are you enjoying it? Like, nothing against bands that do that. Sometimes it's athletics, but does the whole thing, can you listen to it? And we spent a lot of 2018 and 19 writing it. And then by the time we got into the studio in early 2020, we recorded the drums, and then COVID-19 pandemic hit and everything shut down. So we had to wait a few months during lockdown to get back at it and record the rest. And then things still weren't good. So we just decided to wait until shows came back. And 2021 was starting to shape up a little bit. And we planned for early 2022 to release it, and then Omicron hit. So we delayed it. We decided to release the album anyway, and just in a couple weeks, we're finally doing the release show for it.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
We're safe. I think a couple weeks in, I think we're safe from a new variant coming in and fucking it all up. We'll see.
Each variant seems to be weaker, and each metalhead seems to be stronger. So fuck it, let's dive back into the world, man, and take our chances. God damn it,
I'm gonna live by that.
Fuck yeah, brother. That's the way to go, man. Well, I'm glad you at least got to experience the release, because it is a release deserving of that experience, man. That's part of the process. And
we actually honestly did not expect the response that it got. Like, we were beyond humbled. I was kind of worried that we were going to release it and that way it would just be a dud. Like, put all this work into something and sit on it, and then like, oh, here it is, and like, oh yeah, cool.
Fall out into a deaf-eared world.
Exactly.
Well, it's certainly not been the case, man. We're hungry for exactly this. I think there's a huge fan base out there that is chomping at the bit for exactly these type of releases. The album cover, man. Talk to me a little bit about the album cover. I'm an old cat, so I grew up in the Bob Ross era, man, and I can't help but noticing the nod. Right, it's a Bob Ross nod. Am I correct there?
Yeah, yeah. He's become such an icon, and it was weird with it. Like, like a lot of people have come forward to us with like theories on what it means, and it's like, that's cool, but no, it's so sometimes depending on the mood we're in, we're like, yeah, that's totally what it means. But
yeah, totally, brother.
All we were doing, we already had the song "The Art of a Maniac," and we felt like that title was very strong and it summed up the entire album. And as a joke, we're just like, oh, we could always put Bob Ross on the cover, "The Art of a Maniac." And then from there, it's like, we have a destroyed background with a destroyed city. And of course, we hired Andrei Buzikov, who did an amazing job of bringing it to life. And we finished it and sat on it for a bit through the pandemic. And then right when we were getting ready to get everything together, when the pandemic was easing, Mark, our drummer, chirped up and be like, we need to add a UFO. So we contacted Andre again, like, can you add a UFO?
It was like, fuck yeah, I got you.
It was so important. That UFO is just so important. The funny thing was, we released the artwork, like announced like, hey, we're releasing the album finally. And I uploaded the old artwork without the UFO. And then on our other channels, it had the UFO. So I'm thinking that might have been fucking with people. Like, I swear there was a UFO there, like the Mandela effect. Like, I swear.
Right.
Maybe you think you saw a UFO, maybe you
didn't. Hey, the UFO is an important feature there. I like it. Well, I love the aesthetic of the art too, man. You got that, really kind of fucked up dystopian almost background there, and then he's got the the pretty picture he's painting in the forefront.
So like everything. You're the name Bob Ross. It's positivity. Like,
oh yeah,
mistakes. The fucking world ended. Happy little mistakes.
We're just gonna make a happy little sun over here while the world burns. But
and he looks a little burnt. His arm. Yeah, I love what Andre did with that. He did an amazing job.
Oh man, I'll tell you what, we got to get him on the show. I think the last 7 bands we've talked to, their album artwork was done by Budakov. So. It's a busy cat, man. We just talked to Wraith recently, and they did their album cover and everything. So,
yeah, he just does amazing work. And
yeah, phenomenal stuff.
Next one for the foreseeable future, we're going to him, like, because I just know he's going to hit it. We didn't even have to ask for any edits. Usually with artwork, you have to go through such a process and draft after draft. No, he sketched it up and gave us the coloring. I was like, yep,
yeah, beautiful. Add a UFO and let's go to fucking print.
Green and blue and yellow, like I would have never thought of that color scheme, and when he like presented it to us, it's like that is so
fuck yeah, man. Well, dude, I think the Art of a Maniac is about to just kick in a bunch of doors. Are things starting to happen? Are there things that you're able to start looking forward to right now? Are you starting to put together tour dates and that sort of thing? Is it too early for that, or
it's coming slowly? I would have loved to have done a tour for this album, but everything was bloody uncertain, like with the way this year started. No one knew where anything was going. Now tour season lasts now, which is good. We're definitely playing some shows like through Western Canada. We want to get to Europe next year, but we are starting to see more offers come our way, like more attention and stuff like that. So it might have kicked down some doors to start setting this kind of stuff up. But
fuck yeah, brother. This album screams play it live.
Oh yes. Oh, freaking hard too. Especially I think the song Estrogenocide and Alcoholocaust, those 2 bloody songs, like, at least for me, I don't know about the other guys, but those ones just take my breath away.
Fuck yeah, rip it apart, brother. That's what it's about.
Constantly have to go for runs and work out just to stay in shape, just to play those 2 bloody songs. The rest, they're hard, but well, and as soon as this song is over, all of these Metal-O-Maniacs out there who do not already know about following you cats, their first question is going to be, how do I stay in tune? How do I get in touch with these guys, man? How do I not miss what they're doing? And what is your answer to that, sir? You can follow us. We're on all the social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram. You can access all of that in one hub on our website, www.tymo.ca. Through there, you can access our store, which is our Bandcamp. We have it linked up on our website because Bandcamp is awesome. Love it.
Bandcamp is awesome.
Yeah, it's just so easy. I love it. And then you can hit all the social media pages or YouTube.
And tell me, you got T-shirts for this art, right? You got T-shirts for the album art?
Not yet. We're working on it.
All right. Hey, count me and Skully in. We'll be right there to order them as soon as they're ready, brother. I need that shirt, brother.
I will get on that. We'll get those printed. We have an Estrogenocide design right now that we're selling at the shows. After our release show, we're going to be debuting it online. It'll be on sale at our store, and then we'll hopefully get the album cover up there. And then we're working on a Mars Attacks design too, which should come together very soon.
Fuck yeah. Hey, and just that you can make a fun video out of Mars Attacks too. I'm just saying. So
just need a bunch of Martians if we can find them.
Fuck yeah. Hey, I'll dress up as a Martian and be there on Tuesday. I'll see you later. No. Well, fucking Tim, you rock, man. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you hanging out with us here at Metal-O-Mania. And ladies and gentlemen and Metal-O-Maniacs, if you have not already, trust me when I tell you, pick up your copy of The Art of a Maniac, and you will thank us later.
Right on, right on. This is Tim from TYMO, and you're watching Metal-O-Mania with the Crypt and Skully.
Choking out
Serenity now, insanity later.
I loved him, man. I do. I think that dude's cool as shit. I love his approach. I love his attitude. I felt, you know, he's one of those dudes where as soon as I started talking to him, I was like, yeah, we get it. He gets it.
Yeah.
I like this guy.
Awesome.
I like this fucking guy. And the Art of a Maniac, great, man. Great stuff. So, and you may have noticed I ran some art for you. All of that art through that video was actual art created by people in insane asylums, by the way. So that was a little Metal-O-Mania special for you.
Interesting.
Attached to that video.
Okay.
So there you go.
One word, authenticity.
Much love, Tim. Please do come back and talk to us again, sir. And we are fans, and we hope that you Metal-O-Maniacs will pick up your copy of The Art of a Maniac and show the band some love. So wait a minute. I just want to get this straight.
What's
you
that?
believe you have the cure for hiccups is what you're trying to sell me here.
Excuse me. I learned recently.
And it's the goofiest fucking thing I've ever heard.
I learned this very, very recently. I've only been able so far to test it 3 times. And we're talking, I learned this 2 weeks ago, and I've already had the hiccups 3 times to test it. I have the hiccups.
You've tested this 3 times.
It's 3 for 3.
And it's 3 for 3.
I get the hiccups all the fucking time, people.
I will attest to that.
All the time.
Yes. You get the hiccups more than any person I've ever met that's not an alcoholic.
Yeah, because it's not from drinking. So it's just random times a day, like just hiccups. So.
Do you make yourself burp a lot or something? Because I know that can cause the hiccups. So.
No, not that I'm aware of.
All right.
I don't think so.
We'll talk more about your throat later, but go ahead.
So at work, my coworker has taken to trying to like sneak into my office and scare me, you know, to get rid of the hiccups, because that is always effective.
Yeah.
But
that
I
works.
fucking hate being scared. You know how much I hate being scared.
Yeah.
And I have to thank him for helping me, because I also hate fucking hiccups, but I'm also like, oh, I hate that. But and sometimes he makes noise, you know, his shoe will squeak or something, or you know what I mean? So he's not even successful about it every single time.
Just yelling at you at that point.
Right. So, you know. So anyway, I was driving in the car and I heard some people talking on the radio about the cure for hiccups.
You guys, you're not going to believe this one.
And she said, it's going to sound ridiculous and you're going to not believe me. She said, but it works every time and it's never failed me. So I want to know, please, if you experience the hiccups yourself or somebody around you has the hiccups and you try this method, I really want feedback if it works for you, because like I said, it's worked for me.
Yeah, I'm listening. Yeah. Let's share this one.
Well, we're waiting.
If somebody hiccups around you, you simply say to them or yell to them, you know what? You're not a fish.
You hear this? You hear this, you guys?
You're not a fish.
You're not a fish.
You're not a fish.
Like a gay fish?
Will go away.
Motherfucking gay fish. I'm a fish, yo.
Kanye West, gay fish from the South.
No, just you're not a fish.
That is the weirdest fucking thing
I don't
I've
know
ever heard
if
in my
your
life.
brain is so confused by the statement that you're like, what? And you forget to hiccup again. But 100% of the time, you know how like you can anticipate that next hiccup feeling? It's just instantly gone. Like it goes away. Hiccups disappear.
I am
when somebody reminds you that you're not a
thoroughly
fish.
looking forward to your feedback on this one, ladies and gentlemen. I really am. I want to hear you try this. I want to hear if it works.
I know
for
it
you.
sounds insane, but
you're not a fish. You're a man.
I don't get hiccups very often, so I haven't been able to have tested it myself. And you've only tested it at work where I'm not there to see.
But we can contact my coworkers.
But
they'll tell you.
You're not a fish. That's a little goofy. I got my mind at first is like, I see the whole idea behind ending the hiccups is to disrupt that pattern,
right?
You know, disrupt that basically the lurch of it. So my only guess there is that it throws your brain off so much, like what the fuck, you know, to the point where you're like, I don't know.
But
that
when
was
you
tough for
know
me.
about it, you know, when somebody
And it
says it
still
to
works?
you randomly, yeah, I mean, because I'm the one that told them about it.
And then they still hit you
And
with,
they
you're not a
yell
fish.
to me, you know, usually they don't get up from their desk. They'll just, you know,
You're
from
not a
across the room.
fish.
You're not a fish.
It's not you saying it. It's being told to you.
Yes. It's like they're
So
reminding
it's not
you.
even like the movement of the tongue. You're saying words that will mechanize the tongue in a fashion.
I'm just hearing something that is not a surprise to me. I told them to say to me.
And your hiccups are gone 3 times in a row.
It 3 times successfully. Not, I wouldn't say in a row or anything, but like over the last 2 weeks, I've had hiccups 3 times.
That's wowzer.
Every
That's
time.
wowzer level shit, you guys. I really want to know.
All my life, I've been waiting for someone, and when I find her, she's She's a fish.
I looked up earlier because I was like, you know, I was trying to do some Google on this shit. You know, there's all the standard ones: hold your breath, breathe into a brown
It never
bag.
works. The holding your breath.
It always works for me.
I can hold my breath for a long time.
Oh my
It
God.
literally does
No,
every
it
single
never
time.
works.
No, it always does.
I can.
Every single time.
If you take a cup and you put your mouth on this side of the cup,
Drink water out
and
of the
drink
opposite
water
side.
upside down.
Right,
You know, sometimes that'll work, but I also have to like sit there.
Breathe into a
guzzling
bag like
water.
if you're hyperventilating is one.
Never tried that. You know what I did find
I don't
works
understand
recently?
why that would help, to be
Remember
honest,
we
but-
bought those the Wahlberg pickles?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, guys!
They're the best, yeah.
Wahlberg,
Yeah.
you know, the Wahlberg.
They need to send us
Johnny
money because we're
Wahlberg,
about to
right?
do a commercial for them bitches. Because holy shit.
But the spicy ones, get the hot ones.
Oh yeah, get the hot ones.
Get the hot ones.
Trust me.
I don't care if you're wimpy about it because I'm wimpy about
Yeah,
it.
she can't even handle hot.
The
but
fucking hot ones are amazing.
They're amazing.
But they will also stop the hiccups right in their track.
Oh really?
You know,
Well,
that-
vinegar. I
yeah.
know vinegar.
Yeah, that like quick, like oh,
Yeah, that-
you know.
Quick face. Which is why lemons is another one I saw
Okay.
on a list that I
All
saw.
right.
So, all right. Well, I had to touch on that because that's just a weird one. That one floored me a little bit. Like, what the fuck did you say? You're not a fish.
You're not a fish.
You're not a fish, you guys.
It starts out as a fish, but is humanoid in its final stage.
Please,
You're a
please,
badass
I need
metalhead.
feedback.
You're not. Oh yeah, I'm dying for
I
feedback on
need
this
feedback.
one.
I need to know
I
if it
can't
works
wait
for
for
you.
the. Here's our email. Even you want to tell me about this working, not working? Please hit us up. Okay.
I might have to ask
That's
one
a
of my
good
coworkers to like
crazy
video
one
it and
there.
record it next time. Like, you know, secretly like prepare like a recording and then yell and then watch me stop hiccup. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So we have video evidence
yeah,
of
right.
it.
Yeah, I need some.
I'm
I'll
gonna
share
tell
it on
him
the
to-
show even. So.
Okay.
If you think you can fuck me, fish, you can't, okay?
This
oh,
is
and then
one.
you guys go to see my office.
I want metalhead feedback. I hope if this works, I hope it becomes like a metalhead movement. Like people are like, man, we got the fucking cure for hiccups in this motherfucking community. Yeah, the fish thing. You know, hey man, you heard about the whole?
I mean,
you're
I
not a
did
fish?
hear it from somebody else. I can't like own credit.
Oh,
for
we'll
it,
still
but,
credit. Fuck
yeah.
that. We'll still credit. I don't have any problem with it at all.
Oh, you don't understand. All this stuff is ours. We've stolen it.
We are leeches. That's our whole job at this show. We come out here and tell you how
We
talented
share
other
other
people
people's
are.
things
That's
with
what we
you.
do.
Yeah,
right?
I guess that's true.
That's what we do. We come out every week and be like, have you heard how talented these
We're
guys
like
are?
Google that you didn't ask for.
That's right. You're right. The Google of metal music on your forehead, actually. Speaking of metal that you do ask for, I got my Malignant Ultra shirt on, by the way. I got this badass. I got this in a
from the
Metalhead
box.
box. Yeah, I got this in my most recent Metalhead box.
I will
The
say,
video was up on YouTube.
when you first signed up, I was like, seriously, you're gonna get hooked on like these another monthly thing where you know.
Yeah, I'm in a couple.
I was like, you know, and the box is like this fucking big, guys. Like how they.
Yeah, they pack it
all this
beautifully.
shit
They
in there,
really
I'm
do,
like,
man.
what?
That's the art in and of itself.
Yeah, for real.
Especially with modern shipping, you got to do that, I guess. But
yeah, I guess that's true, right?
That is, they are packing it.
But
my most recent Metalhead box was a great one.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. Yes,
good stuff.
They're all impressive. So far, I haven't been like, that's not worth it. You know,
I love it. I have signed things that are now literally in frames out in the studio and stuff,
Yeah.
like even Gary Holt and stuff. Chris Mon from Skeletal Remains, who we've had on the show. So that was cool. Yeah, very cool. Very, very cool. When, last week we interviewed Wraith on the show. When we talked to Jonathan, we interviewed Wraith on the show, which literally was the result of a Metalhead box video. I got a Wraith shirt in a Metalhead box video. And when I was opening it, I said in the video, like, man, I'd really been trying to get a hold of these guys. I'd love to have them on the show for an interview. And they happened to see the video and were like, fuck yeah, we'll come on the show. And then boom, last week we made it happen. So
nice.
Get into the archives and check it out if you haven't. And now look, Malignant
But so
also.
you get, which one do you get? You get the Thrash Death.
I get the Thrash/Death box, right?
Okay.
You can get a Doom or a Black or, combinations therein of, like, I believe our buddies over at Thralls of Metal get just a metal. They don't care. They didn't differentiate, just whatever it is. If it's metal, they're down.
Okay.
So they get a lot of black metal stuff and stuff like that, which I don't get. I'm not a big
So
fan
is
of black
it the
metal
same
guy.
amount of stuff? It's just
Yeah, I believe so.
Mixed
it's
in?
just different
Okay.
stuff.
Okay, I got you.
Whereas my CDs will be more themed to thrash and death music. They might get a black metal CD, and you know what I mean. So,
okay.
yeah. And again, whatever your
And
preference
I guess you
is.
probably could get in multiple boxes if you wanted to.
There's a Facebook community
Okay.
right now built on the Metalhead box that if you get doubles or if you get something, say, every now and again you will get something in your box that you probably already have. So there are people on there that are like, hey man, I got a double of this. You want to trade? So there's kind of this trade underground that's starting to develop, which I think is pretty cool. And you can find it right on Facebook.
Okay.
Pretty neat. I'll probably be diving in there. Although, see, when we get doubles, I generally think, well, let's put it aside and we'll give it to a listener at some point.
Mail-out thing.
Yeah, we'll do some mail-outs and throw them our doubles.
Very cool.
But yeah, please do get a copy. This is their website, the Metalhead Box. And we do love it quite a bit. I enjoy it. And go please watch our video of the most recent Metalhead Box opening on the YouTubes. And
I gotta ask real quick, can you guys hear Deuce? Because
I know our dog is, we call it Snoring Dog Studios for a reason.
Studios has been named after our dog because 100% of the time,
100
within like a minute of being in here,
yes,
he is
100% of the time
passed out and snoring.
He comes and gets under this desk and snores every single time. This is our 262nd show. And since we've had Deuce, I don't believe we've done any shows without him sleeping under the desk ever.
And granted, I'm asleep also, so I don't know, but I don't even think he snores at night.
Yeah, right.
No, like I'm talking at night.
Right. He only snores while we're trying to record. That's right.
Through the night, I don't think he snores.
And well, and you are asleep most of the time. You're asleep right now. You don't even realize it. You think you're just recording. This is a dream, love.
It's a dream.
It's all a dream.
It's always a dream with you, my love.
Yeah, you know. Well, and speaking of which, we're going to enjoy some dreaming next week in Niagara Falls together. Next time everybody sees us.
Yeah, a little fairy tale kind of vacation trip again.
I won't be able to go into Canada, which sucks. So if any of our Canadian friends are near the Niagara Falls, come over and see us in New York.
Yeah, hopefully you got a legal passport
because
this guy. So check this: his fucking passport expired May 7th.
May 7th.
Had it expired June 7th,
we would have been
perfect.
Yep, no shit. It lasts for 10 years.
Goddamn month.
And we were a month off of what we needed it to last. And by the time we found it, it was too close to when we were leaving to be able to get a replacement. But we'll get it before we go to California.
Yeah, we're going to go to California, San Diego,
Mexico.
And maybe we'll take a trip into Mexico. We'll see.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to take a trip into you.
So, but Niagara Falls, this is going to be a good one. I have actually been before.
I've never been.
You have not?
No.
We'll do the whole Made of the Mist, of course.
Okay, do it.
We're going to do the whole barrel jump
That's what I'm thinking, right? We got to do that.
We're going to definitely get in a barrel.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
The question is just which fall are we going to take on?
Do you do two in one barrel or do we do individual barrels?
Well, we want to go together.
Yeah, I agree. Let's do the barrel together.
Yeah, that's silly.
We'll barrel roll the fuck out of this bitch together, my love. Let's do it. Let's do it. Over the falls we go. What is it? It's a grade. I believe, someone check me if I'm wrong, but like they grade the rapids, waterfalls and levels. Like there's grade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm not sure what it is, though, honestly.
6,
it's not
I
the
think,
highest, though.
No, well, by definition, 6 or 7. I forget how high it goes. Whatever the highest is, by definition, has never been survived.
Yeah.
So, and Niagara Falls has been.
It has several times at this
apparently
point,
a bunch of times. Yeah. What's the obsession? What kind of balls it would take to get in a barrel and say, I'm going over that fucking waterfall?
Well, the first time it was ever done was not recently.
Yeah,
I mean, we're talking like 1910
or some shit.
I was going to say 20, but like a long time ago.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They didn't have technology. They didn't have means to like fucking helicopter you out of there and fucking shock trauma you. You know what I mean? Like, no.
Me and this barrel in that waterfall, motherfucker. That's how I roll.
Although in the 20s, it was probably pretty bad. It's like, either I'm going to get famous going over the falls in a barrel or I'm going to fucking die. Either way, I'm good with it.
That's fucked up.
So actually, now that I say it out loud.
Yeah, it makes more sense. I get it. I get it. Take that ride, motherfucker. Take that ride. I bet it'd be a fun ride, but it'd be I don't know. I couldn't do it. My balls ain't that big. I'm not a fan of heights. That's one of my, Well,
it's not really high until you go over the edge.
Yeah, right.
And
so a roller
that goes
coaster.
quickly, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think it's like you're in the water and you're like, oh, this is cool. And then as you're getting closer, it's picking up speed.
Oh, it is.
Picking up speed. And
I've done
you know what I mean?
whitewater rapids before.
Oh, my God.
I have done the rafting through the rapids before. I did that years ago. And, I'll have to tell that story one time.
Well, the rapids, like you're saying, the rocks.
Yeah.
Right. It's not just water, fast running water.
Yeah,
it's full of rocks.
Rocks and shit, they're literally they teach you how to like use your legs as kind of like a pivot thing, and they tell you make sure you're not going head first backwards because you hit your head on a rock, you're gonna be in trouble. You know, shit. We'd be in certain spots where the guide would be. Our guide's name was Biff, by the way. We had a guide named Biff.
Yeah.
Muscular and was like, let's smoke joints, guys.
God,
yeah, I loved him.
He was built for that job.
I love that guy.
Okay.
But he would be like, if you fall off the boat in this one, make sure you go that way. Because if you go down that way, you'll go in the tube and you won't come out for like a mile and a half. And you'll be dead by then. So you don't want to do that. And we were like, what the fuck did he just say?
I'm sorry? What was that again?
What?
Like, dudes, make sure you swim to the left, man.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So funny.
Fun times. I had a hip pack on all day long. You know, one of them, what are they called? The fanny packs or whatever, with a cigarette pack full of joints in it that I had rolled up in aluminum foil and then saran wrap and aluminum foil and saran wrap and aluminum foil, like a whole bunch of times. And dude, we got out in the middle of the day, dry as a bone, son. I was swimming all day long. We got out, got a joint out, rewrapped it, and we was good to go.
So happy for you.
Yeah, I got the weeds. Anyhow, let's play some music and get out of here. You ready to go? We got to go do some packing, right? And we also got to put some things in some suitcases.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we got two more. I'll never grow up on which one's kid. I know. I don't know what the fuck you were thinking.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys kid.
Okay, no. I love you, honey. Please don't go. Okay, let's play 2 songs on our way out the door, and when they are over, if you don't mind.
Shut out the lights and
lock the door.
Lock the door.
There you
I was
go.
going to say shut the door.
Shut out the lights and shut the door. Let's get out of here with 2 jams. One of them is going to be from Corpsest. Corpsest is a badass death metal band. We're going to play Death Stench.
That's an interesting name.
Fuck yeah, man. Death Stench Effluvium. Corpsest. Yeah, don't fuck corpses.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm a fucking anarchist.
And the Succumb to Rot is the name of their album. This is a Finland death metal band, by the way.
Okay.
Succumb to Rot is the name of their album, and it's out now, so get it.
Okay.
And then right there behind it, let's stick some cartilage in you. Some cartilage. We're going to play the title track from The Deader the Better, a little San Francisco death meets grind, all up in your behind. Whoa. You're going to love it. You're going to love it in your behind.
Is that actually part of the song?
No, but I'm always adding the behind part.
I thought that was you.
You know how I roll. All right, so let's mosh it up.
I hope they appreciate that.
I hope you do. Anyway, I love you guys.
Are you drinking
We're
today?
off to start packing. And next time you see us, I'm thinking
Did
next
we have
show.
Any debuts tonight?
Oh, fuck. I think so. You know what? Debut.
You already had your share.
There, and let's get out of here. And
okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? Next week, let's fill the show with shots of us being in Niagara for everybody, and we'll stage some events. And we'll event some stages. Much love. See you next week. Much love.
Much metal.
All right, I lost it at the end there. Fuck it. Let's go with it.
What was that, weirdo?
What the fuck was that?
What the hell do they want?
Death. Chaos. They want to turn our world into hell's playground. You know, the sun is dark as sackcloth, lakes of liquid fire, plagues, the dead walking the earth, that kind of thing.
What is that?
Death threat.
Death threat.
Not an admirer. Death threat. You're hard. I get it.
Yeah, you should
okay,
dust
I think
the,
I know who this is. It's a death threat.
Yeah,
it's a death threat, people. Death threat.
It's almost there.
Playing a game of whack fuck here.
Whack.
Hold on. Dead? Like, dead? Currently being eaten by worms?
In the mundane town of Concord, California, a mother loses her child to a murderer's drunken rage.
You know, just when I dropped him off, and I saw that hooligan death metaler kid with the bullet belts and the studs.
The violently stabbed body found on a hiking trail.
The cause of death was unclear. However, after speaking to the medical examiner, we are leaning towards the 5 to 200 stab wounds.
Will clues collected, sampled, and tested lead to the arrest of this murder most foul?
Between the source of the patches, the unfrayed seams on the vest, the lack of spilled alcohol and body odor in the vest, we concluded that this victim was indeed a poser.
Have you heard Knife from My Valentine? They suck. They're terrible.
Oh no, we haven't.
Yeah, they're awful. I mean, this is, you know, it's a tragedy. But come on, they have no riffs.
Really?
No riffs.
Sometimes that is better.
That's all, bitches.
This just in. Scientists have discovered that once you've been infected by Metal-O-Mania, there is no cure. Contact Skully right away for more and more metal to feed the dragon.
All right, this is Jason from Angerot, and you're listening to Metal-O-Mania with Crypt and Skully.
Hey, what's up? This is Steve from Within the Ruins, and you're listening to Metal-O-Mania with Crypt and Skully.
Hey, this is Frank Blackfire from Sodom, and you listen to Metal-O-Mania with the Crypt. Yeah!